What's up, family? So today we got another one. We got PlaqueBoyMax. I guess a streamer named OJ. Kind of checked them at the streaming university. Let's go ahead and tap into it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We on the road to 500 subscribers.
Plastic dick type of gay, like.
You a diva? Why you wanna be a diva?
On some flash.
Why you wanna be a diva?
Some flash.
You're a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go.
So I never seen this streamer. I know PlaqueBoyMax. He's been having a lot of like run-ins and people calling him, you know, gay and stuff like that from the stuff he's been doing. And honestly, bro, I've been seeing it. You know, a couple years ago, I seen him have like some pink dreads. When I seen that, I kind of tuned out. Like I already knew that boy was going downhill. But you know what I'm saying? It just kind of got worse. And now I guess somebody actually stepped out and is talking to him. Now he's on a 24-hour stream. That's why he's talking to him in front of the camera, because he's on the 24-hour stream.
Get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips. You push.
I agree, though. I agree to it. Like, I do feel like he was clipped from it. I don't really think nothing that this dude is saying right now was necessarily wrong. I did look at some of the comments, and a lot of people are upset at how he came at him and don't feel like, you know, he needed to say all that to Max. My thing is, Max has a real following. And Max also has a lot of young boys and watching him, man. And I feel honestly, my opinion is, once you taking that role, you know, you didn't come out like this. You didn't come out, Matt. You didn't come out like this. So now that you acting like this, people kind of like, I thought you wasn't like that, you know. So it kind of gives off that you know, selling soul vibes, you know, that you doing shit for clicks and baits, and dude is just honestly telling you, like, bro, you know, being real with you, like, come on, dog. You're not a diva. You're not Beyonce, bro. For real, for real.
The persona, you smart, you loyal. I know what you're doing, you know what you're doing, you've been at this. But you are not a diva. Diva's bent over. I don't think you've been over.
You already said, though, you've been at this. I said, like, I think it was a slow transition, and it just like exploded, and he's just been going downhill. Damn.
You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. PlaqueBoyMax. Not PlaqueBoy Batty. Not PlaqueBoy R. Are you going to tell your son that you are a diva? Daddy!
But this is some real shit, though. And I think as a society, y'all, and all jokes put to the side, man. I know we be laughing and having fun, but all jokes put to the side, the problem with this is, that's a real question. You gonna tell your son you a diva? So your son goes to school, my daddy a diva. A female version of a hustler. Like, come on, man. Your daddy, like, that's, and I think what he's trying to say is, man, would your parents, would your father approve of this message? You know what I'm saying? If he does, to each his own, but you didn't come out like this. Max didn't come out for being gay. You know, he was cool. And now all of a sudden, you know, you turned out. And if you look at the video, you pay attention, Max kind of dozed off. You know, he kind of not even paying attention no more. And the reason why he's not saying nothing right now is because it's getting to him. It's actually affecting him, because he know what he's hearing is real. Look at Max's face the whole time.
Steve! Hey, get the f*** out of here!
And nobody's interrupting. You know, people didn't walk by and probably overheard. They kept walking, because Max needs to hear this shit. And Max not checking him, man. I don't want to, man. Shut him. Max is in his feelings, because he know what he's saying is real. You know what I'm saying? He know what he's saying is real. He just too emotional.
That is an abomination, Max. I am not proud of you. I am proud of everything. else you did? Nominations. Changing the game.
Yeah, it's like he can't even say nothing because he's hearing it. He already got triggered, so now he already consciously left the conversation, and now everything he's saying now is kind of coming in one ear out the other, and because he's already emotionally triggered, he's already been felt like damn. So Max ain't stupid. Max know what he's saying is real. Otherwise, he wouldn't have tuned him out. You know. He tuned him out because what he was saying was like, damn. You know? And you can see it on his face. Look at his eyes. You know? So I think we need, as a people, we need to stop saying what OJ is doing right now is wrong. You know? It sounds like he's from Jamaica. They get way more crazier than that in Jamaica. They talk way more crazier than that in Jamaica. This was actually a very nice, respectable thing. Hey, man, you don't bend over, bro. What about your son? What about your family? Man, you don't do all that, cuz. You ain't came out like that. Now, if Max want to come out and say, hey, guys, I'm gay. I got a boyfriend. I'm turned out. If he want to come out and say that, that's Max's business. But as far as we know, you know, you still regular Max, but all this feminine shit is okay. That's not okay. It's either you gay or you straight. Stop playing the straight role, but doing all this gay shit. Because now that's confusing. We're going to have a whole generation of young black men at that think it's okay to be feminine. Oh, but I'm still straight and respectable because PlaqueBoyMax does it. That's not cool. Girls are meant to be feminine. Females are meant to be feminine. And men more masculine. It's in the name, y'all. It's not rocket science.
Changing your skin to Batty Diva? Diva start with D. Diddy. What else?
What else?
You know, it's like this, Max. And you know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media.
Now, he can speak like that because he's a man. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, I don't care who don't. That's how men think. I don't care who doesn't like me when I say this. I'm saying this to you because I care about you. Men talk. That's why he doesn't care about this. He's saying, I don't care about the clips. I know you're on a 24-hour stream. I know we're being filmed right now. And I know me bringing up this topic is sensitive, but I need to tell you this. Now, a lot of people are saying, take this off stream. It's a 24-hour stream at Streaming University. Do you think Max is going to be like, oh, yeah, bro, I got you. Let me turn my cameras off real quick just for you, even though we got hundreds of people around us right now. Everybody wants to kind of talk to PlaqueBoyMax. Everybody's asking me questions. I'm also drunk, but let me stop my stream for you so we can go have a talk about how you don't like how I'm acting gay. No, he's not. He wasn't going to do that. So I think OJ stepped up and was like, man, it was on his heart as a man. Hey, bro, let me holler at you. Let me just say these words to you. And you don't know what those words can still have an effect on him later on in life. Even though he probably didn't take it well here, later in life, those words might actually have an effect on Max and be like, man, I was tripping. Max might be on some type of drugs right now that we not aware of. We don't know. We don't know. He might be sober. He might not be. But you don't know if he might get in a different stage in his life where a video like this or another man talking to you like this, it come back and touch you. And you like, damn, I need to hear that. I needed to hear that. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine. But we can't hate on a man talking to another man and being respectful at that. He ain't calling Mac a B word. He just saying you're putting yourself in a position to where you going somewhere you can't return, G. You know? Don't do it for clicks and views. Stop pushing. Chill.
So I can be a crackhead for life. When you keep pushing that barrier, Max, when you keep pushing that barrier and time passes, what happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip?
This is real shit. What's the real shit? Now you got the next engagement is, oh, I got a boyfriend, y'all. This is my boyfriend. You bring your boyfriend on stream. Oh, now your boyfriend and your boyfriend, y'all taking showers together. Oh, you and your boyfriend, y'all, the 24-hour stream, y'all in the same bed. Like, it's just going to get worse. And if this is what you want to do, Max, cool. To each his own. But, obviously, this isn't exactly what you want to do because you are emotionally triggered. If you was genuinely gay, and you was gay from the start, and this is something you honestly wanted in your heart, you would have just did it. You would have been like this from the jump. But it seems like it kind of came out of nowhere, and now somebody texts you about it, you get really offensive and mad because it seems like you're fighting yourself, you know? And you probably did have some experiences or something like that. You know, it might have, I don't know, you know, but he seems kind of off the deep end. That boy seemed pretty far gone. However, I think you got some people around you that still care about you trying to reel you back in. Like, hey, bro, this can all be behind us. I don't think this is you. And I think that's why Max is getting in his feelings, because I think he's fighting himself. Like, I think Max is really, really trying to figure out who the hell he is, right? Like, he's literally, you know, because it just don't really make sense. And if this was really who he was, even in this clip, he wouldn't be upset. He'd be like, man, I hear you, bro, whatever. And he would have walked off and been like, whatever, that guy. But he's actually emotional. Like, you can visibly see, like, it's really affecting him to where he had to block this guy out his head. You know?
Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, Max. They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I don't hold my tongue.
Yeah.
You know
he's a man.
You the first person that ever subbed me up as a big streamer in my chat. You didn't mention it. You don't know how much I appreciate you. But you bigger than that.
Yeah.
Don't forget like you for your personality. Is you crazy? You need to put on no persona.
That's some real shit. Y'all heard what he said? He said, Max, you bigger than that. You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta put nothing on for a personality. You know? Max needed to hear that, bro. Now, however he take it right now is on him. But he didn't say nothing wrong. He said, bro, you that nigga. You don't gotta do nothing else that you don't want to do. You blew up from being Max. Don't switch up this, you know, this new thing now. You know, if you got turned out, you got turned out. But come out and let the world know, like, yeah, you are gay. This is what you want to do. And leave it at that. Don't play the, you know, the DL role where you straight and all of a sudden it's okay just to act gay, but I'm not really gay, but I'm a diva and I do gay shit. Nah, bro, that's just gay. Just be gay, bro. I think that's kind of where it's coming from. And I think he's like, I don't think nobody wants to just be like, oh yeah, Max is gay, even though he's doing the gayest shit in the world. And I think Max is saying he gay without saying he gay. And he just wants people to accept it. And I think he doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to express that yet. You know what I'm saying? If this is what he wants to do. Like I said, I still think he's kind of fighting himself and he doesn't know if this is what he wants to do. I think Max is young and he's just lost. And just with the fame, money, and the people around you, I think he's just really young with that much attention and money, and he just really doesn't know how to handle it, especially when he got life decisions like this. If he's genuinely suffering from wanting to come out the closet, you know, it's a mental war at this point.
You broke through with music. Is you crazy? So suck my I don't like you. It's like the character, but your main like you. Don't let rage bait you on your own stream. Is you crazy? You him. You're not no diva. Oh, not drive that. That's not true.
He's scratching his nose like this. He frustrated. He frustrated. When somebody do this or scratch their head like this, they tune out. They tuned out. They frustrated. They thinking because they heard something, and then they just because what he said it hurt him. It touched him because he ain't saying nothing wrong.
Too much. I didn't want no diva. I'm gonna pop it because I'm not gonna get no comments today. What talking about? I'm gonna get my because I went to SU, but I'm not no diva. You fly though, you got fire, I'll give you that. You have to dime me on that. You got fire, I'll give you that. You fly. You're not no diva.
He said, look, he said, you got to give me that. Peace out. Dap me up. So Max stayed for the whole conversation. He said, man, you're not no diva. Yelled at him, you're not no diva, keep it moving. I think dude was doing this. I think that was a real conversation. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing wrong to him. If Max wants to be a girl, if he want to come out like that, then Max, you just, hey, come out and say that's who you are, you know? And then I think people should just gonna leave it alone at that point. Some people think he should never said something to Max at all, but one dude, if y'all, I hope I had a friend of mine, if y'all see me doing something on here, and y'all like, hey, man, hey, you straight? You know, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I get on stream, but he's not saying something that you ain't said yourself, Max, on stream. You know what I'm saying? So this is all public information. And you walking off crying. See how he crying? How he pacing back and forth? Because it touched him. He fighting himself. That's why he crying. He fighting. He look a little drunk too. That's why he crying. For real. You sitting up here going back and forth. Somebody said something to you, called you out on the spot. A real man, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that actually cared about you a little bit. And we are so far from where we are in a society. A lot of people are so sensitive. You know what I'm saying right now. And men, it's so hard for men to be men nowadays. And so now, you know, especially acting feminine, when a real masculine man come around and pray, hey, man, what are you doing? This wasn't you a couple years back. This ain't, what did this random, you know, gay stuff come from? Where did this zesty stuff come from, bro? You not a diva. You don't bend over. I don't know you to do that. You know, I know you to have bad bitches and get money and streaming and be a dope ass personality, and that's what I know of you for. Why are you pushing this gay narrative so heavy? Even if you gay, why are you pushing the gay narrative so heavy? Young men are not divas. No, they are not. No, you are a young man. That didn't come from me. I didn't make those rules. There's men and there's women. So I think what he's saying is, if you're going to be gay, just go be gay, bro. But you don't have to push this image that it's okay for men, and not only men, black men, young black men, to act and be overly feminine and show a whole different sexuality other than being a man. If you're going to do what you're going to do in private, that's your decisions, that's your business. But pushing this gay narrative, I think people are kind of like, hey, bro, you don't got to do that. You don't have to push that narrative. If that's what you want to do, fine. But you out here overly pushing this gay narrative. And it doesn't look too good on you. You know, I like the Mac that I fell in love with when he was just cool streaming. Now, I don't like this dude. You know, I didn't come in the game with this dude. And so people are responding to that. And he don't like it. That's why he walked off crying.
I'm gonna end my stream. I don't really want to chill. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time, and I have been having a lot of fun. You know, people just really just accepting me for who I am. Honestly, the whole time. So it's just felt like, damn. I felt like I enjoyed this shit again. But you know, the reason I turned the camera back on is because I want to be real with y'all. Like, that's why I started doing shit in the first place. Because streaming ability, I feel like, alright, streaming, give me the ability to do that. You know, that's why I love it in the first place. I feel like I've always been able to be me, and even if
somebody might have, I think he got turned out. I think, you know, and y'all let me know in the comments, but you know, he might officially go that other way. You know, he really might be gay, and he might have somebody he talking to, and it's because it's something it's burning him up. It's eating him up. Look at his face. It's eating at him. It's something we don't know. Max is way more deeper in this than we think. Way more deep. This surface level shit we see right now. This ain't shit. This go way deeper. This go way deeper.
Don't f with me, or like viewers and fans, if they like if they, how do I explain it, hate on me or don't f with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know them.
But on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fuck with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of hundreds of
Because you're on a 24-hour stream, and as a man, I do fuck with you, so I'm going to tell you the truth. If that was my best friend, and my best friend right now, if I did something off and I keep doing something off and I haven't seen a good friend of mine for a while, and they finally come around me, and I'm doing a 24-hour stream at Stream University, and my homie say, bro, you not this, bro. Stop that shit. Where I'm from, we cherish niggas like that. We cherish people that can come to you and give you the real, even when it hurts your feelings. You know, that's a part of growing up. These are called growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I remember growing up, and and if I got in some trouble or did something stupid, and if my moms would call the family on me, she telling everybody. Everybody knew what Evan did. You know, and same with my pops. She would call my pops. You know, he telling his people, and I didn't like it at the time. You know, but it grew me as a man. And I understand now for some of my actions I did back in the day. I was tripping. You know, having random phone calls from people calling me. It takes a village to raise somebody now. Max is a grown-ass man. So I think right now he's just in a point where he's losing himself, and there's another man. It's the same situation, though. There's another man that is just coming to him, just being honest with him. You know? So this is, that was just genuine, man.
You don't care about it for real. You just know it go viral.
It's not about views, though. That's why he said, I don't care about the clips. He knows it's a sensitive topic. And he knows this does have viral potential. He's not a dumbass. But he literally said, I don't care about the clips. I'm not on social media, bro. I'm not looking for a viral moment. If I wanted to go viral, trust me, I would utilize this viral moment for me to make money for myself. You know, I don't care about these clips. You know, I'm coming at you for what you need to hear. We're not doing that. Plus, I associate with you. If I would do that if I associate with somebody. If I had known somebody, I'm really close with them, and I met them at a certain stage in their life, and over a course of time, they start doing something I don't like. They start representing something I don't represent. You know? It could be anything, too. There's a lot of things that somebody could start doing you don't like. They could start killing people. They could start raping people. They could start bashing people online all the time. They could become a gossiper. Constant negative gossiper. They could, in this case, become homosexual. These are all real reasons why people leave other people alone. So if I associate with you, or he said he subbed to his channel, Mac was one of his first big time subscribers. So it's like, bro, he probably showed the world that. And he even said, man, that means a lot to me. So it probably like, bro, if I'm telling everybody that you was one of the people to subscribe to me, I fuck with you, I like you, you know, I associate my name with your name in my life. So if I get a chance to get around you, I'm going to let you know, hey, bro, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's like, you know, what Max is going to run into is your audience is going to change. You're going to go from having this audience to that audience. And once you have that audience over there with that crowd that likes what you're doing, there's no going back over here to who you was when you first came out. And that's where the term selling your soul kind of come from. Because you don't have the same soul you came in when you entered the game. Because it had been tarnished and messed up and through whatever, however it happened. Now you over here with a whole new audience, whole new face, a whole new you. And the old you was buried and dead. And so now you're confused with reality and you thinking, oh, no, he did that for views. And no, like somebody's trying to save you, but you're so caught up on streaming. Maybe because you stream all the time, you can't see what's genuinely happening. You can't see the reality. You're stuck in the lies. You're stuck in this dark world. You know what I'm saying? And so it kind of gets hard to explain because it does get a little confusing a little bit. But I really do feel like somebody was just trying to talk to Max, bro. They was genuinely just trying to talk to Max. I don't think he was on Max's ass. He said, man, you that nigga. You don't got to do this shit, cuz. Niggas out here, nah, bro, that's not you.
I'm crazy. This is me. Like, I don't give a bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might tell some shit. Oh, bro. I don't give a what's wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Y'all white, you're corny, and you just think out of next.
All right, so he's right. There's nothing wrong with being gay. So just go be gay and be gay, bro. If you're gay, and in my opinion, he just admitted to it. You know, this is me. What's wrong with being gay? So in my opinion, that's a bit admitting to it. I don't know, but so I'm gonna go with the fact I'm gonna feel you're gay. So okay, you gay. We'll drop it. It's just that. But say that. Say I'm a gay black man, and this is what I do. You know, don't push the narrative to be cool and straight, and you the cool guy, but you acting gay on the low, and that's okay to no. Come out so everybody knows what you are and what you do, so you're not confusing these little boys, and they think it's okay to get diva tatted on them and ears piercing. Oh, but I still want to have a wife and kids. No. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. That ain't cool. We don't need young men watching their daddy with diva tattoo. We don't need that. As a society, we don't. So, with that being said, if he just came out the closet, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Like I said from the beginning of the video, when I seen him get them pink dreadlocks a couple years ago, I stopped kind of tuning in because I knew right there, who the hell women get pink dreadlocks? I said that when that happened. It wasn't even a thing back then. Everybody was like, whatever, because I think him and DDG did something like that, but who the fuck gets pink dreadlocks? Anyway, that was a long time ago. But we here now. And y'all see what's going on.
Think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That's whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all can just with me. I don't care. You might think that because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It's one love, bro. It don't matter. Gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? So
Nobody
bro.
said they didn't love you. It's not, bro. We got love for you, Max. You know what I'm saying? It's just go be gay, and that's love. If somebody come to you, cause somebody coming to you and showing and doing that with you, and having that conversation with you, even having the balls on their end to have that conversation with you in front of people, and you have to eat that, you know, cause it's true. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't have been hurt. You wouldn't have been hurt. You wouldn't have been so distraught. You know? Just be yourself. If this is who you are, that wasn't who you are coming in the game. You know? If you completely changed your life over these past couple years, then I understand. Hey, that's why I say I think this is way deeper than what we're seeing here. You know, Max obviously has a very dark personal life somewhere that we don't know about, and he's entitled to have his own personal life. So it's not that we need to know what he's doing in his personal life, but I think that's affecting the character we see today, and that's why we're seeing diva tats. That's why we're seeing random outbursts of him crying when people are just trying to tell him, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? So I think he's fighting himself. He's fighting that inner demon, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. I really do think this is more so of a spiritual warfare for Max right now. He's going through an identity crisis. Who is Max? And I think he's losing himself a little bit. However, this is going to be a great learning experience for him. So, you know, he will bounce back. This ain't the end of the world. He's going to bounce back.
OJ, if you with me, you said that off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that on camera? But it's cool. I love y'all, bro.
Because you on a 24-hour stream.
I'm going to just go chill. All right? I love y'all. But remember this. Always be yourself. What they say. I don't care. I'm going to wear my wigs. I don't give a f. Diva tat, I'm going to keep it forever.
All right, I'm going to keep it forever. He's going to wear his wig. So he's gay. That's what he wants to be. That's okay. Y'all get off his ass. We're going to leave him alone. One thing to Max. Stop acting straight. Stop acting like you're a regular dude. Categorize yourself so we know what you are. So that way when we got these young black men out here, we know that he's gay. That's why he does what he does. Not he's straight and he just acts feminine. No. He's gay. This is how men act. This is how gay men act. So we need to make that more clear. You know, that's one thing that we're gonna take very serious. You know, we're not gonna confuse these kids. We're gonna make sure everybody knows what's going on. You know, I know we play around a lot, but that was a serious moment. However, thank y'all for tuning in to Evan Seals TV. I do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want more content. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. Peace.